Hello everyone, my name is Isabella Marie and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I'd love it if you guys could please click the subscribe button down below to become an official part of the family. Sorry you guys are like so zoomed in and stuff, but for today's video, I actually posted this photo on my Instagram, which, shameless self-promo, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, you guys should. It's just at official Isabella Marie. So this is what the photo looks like. I posted this photo 14 hours ago when I am filming this. I'm filming this on St. Patrick's Day. So to all of my fellow Irish people out there, happy St. Patrick's Day. Please be safe. If you guys are doing any sort of, drinking, don't drink and drive, all that stuff. So for today's video, I asked you guys if you guys wanted me to recreate that look for a video, because I think that was the makeup look that I did while I was doing like this photo shoot thing that I also posted pictures of on my Instagram. Yeah. The only thing that's different is the lip color. I did use a dark lip in the original photo, but for today's look, I really want to just focus it on the eyes because I'm literally so obsessed with this eye look. So I wanted to keep the lips neutral in tone for this look, and yeah. So I don't know if I want to do this in like voiceover mode or if I just want to do it like normal. So if you guys could literally see the setup I have right now, currently in my living room against like my big window in my living room. So if you guys would like to know how to achieve this look, not the look I'm wearing because literally I'm wearing no makeup, but if you guys would like to see how I achieved this look that is on my Instagram, then please keep on watching. You guys are literally so close to my skin right now, it's a little bit of a problem. So I am going to actually start by priming my face. This is the problem with being so zoomed in, so I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. So I'm going to start by priming my face. I'm going to use two primers today. The first one I'm going to take is Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. You guys know the drill with this primer. I really like it because it keeps my skin hydrated. And it literally smells so good of it smells like coconuts. So yes. Also, like the Acne medication cream that I use really dries out my skin, so it's amazing for me to apply, not only my moisturizer for hydration, but also a hydrating primer. But I do go in with two primers. Yes, that's a little excessive, I know, but it's worth it. So then the second primer that I'm going to go in with, I haven't used this in so long on camera, is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Filter Finish Protective Primer. I haven't used this on camera and just in general in such a long time because I've literally been so obsessed with my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer that I literally just have not used this primer. But I'm going to go in and just put it in my pore, like the area where I just have a lot of pores and stuff. And it'll just kind of fill in the pores, and I'll also try to leave links for everything in my description box because I just put it a little bit on my nose as well. I'll try to leave links for everything in the description box, but because I'm in Canada, it'll take you to the Canadian sites, but I'm pretty sure it's just easy to switch over to the American site or wherever you are from. So for foundation, I think I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear foundation in the shade 150. I haven't used this foundation in a long time because I've been hooked on my Maybelline foundations, which are amazing. So I'm just going to go with two pumps straight on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take a Real Techniques Beauty Blender and just start blending that on to my face. I have some like acne on my face currently that I'm trying to get rid of, so I'm also trying to cover those bad boys up because I am not trying to, So for concealer, as always, this usually never changes. Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Almond is literally, I got this like when it first launched and I'm literally hooked on it I love the coverage. I love how it makes my under eyes feel. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any thoughts on the Born This Way foundation. That's like the next foundation that I want to try, is the Born This Way foundation. Also, like, just because I like the products of a brand doesn't mean I support the brand. So just please keep that in mind. Okay, so now that we are highlighted, I am going to blend that out again with my Real Techniques Beauty sponge. For setting the under eyes, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Fair. I'm kind of obsessed with this powder, you guys. Like, on a real note, it's kind of amazing. So I'm gonna bake my eyes a little bit just because I'm gonna go in with like shimmer and stuff. So I am gonna bake my eyes, and I really don't want any of that shimmer to come down under my eyes. So I'm gonna bake my under eyes, and then we will go in and set it with a powder after. Actually, maybe we should set it with a powder like right now. Okay, we're gonna go in and set it with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder. Oh, I just dug my nail into it. It's powder foundation in the shade 03 Natural, and I'm just my entire face except for the place that I baked with just this pressed powder. I don't need a lot of powder because that foundation is a matte foundation, so we're not going to apply a lot. We're going to apply a lot of powder. We're not going to apply a lot of powder, but just a little bit of powder. So I'm actually going to take this powder also on top of our eyelids and just set those eyelids in place so that they don't crease, they don't move. This is just like my base like color. This eye look, y'all, is super simple. So I know I film with this palette a lot, like I'm talking like a lot, but I'm gonna take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Silk Cream, which is this shade right here, on the Farrah 35E, and I'm just gonna blend that into my crease, making sure to hold the brush like right back here. That way I'm not applying a lot of pressure, so that my eyeshadow is being nicely blended out. Alright, the next shade I'm going to go in with on the same brush, where'd it go, is the shade Pukey, which is this shade right here. Probably if I had to choose a favorite shade in the palette, it is the shade Pukey. I just love saying when people are like, oh, what shade are you using? I'm just like, oh, I'm using Pukey. Such an amazing time. So I'm going to go in with that same shade and apply it a little lower in the crease where I brought this shade up a little bit higher to the brow bone. I'm going to keep this shade a little bit lower near my left, like lower in the crease. And keep most of the product on the outside of my eyelid and just buff it there. And then as I gradually have less and less product, I'm going to move it into the... I'm going to move my brush, not coming all the way into the inner corner, but probably stopping like a third of the way in. But as I get less and less product on the brush, I do move it in closer to my inner corner, but keeping it out of that inner corner so we can keep that inner corner nice and light. Next, I'm going to take the shade Jax in the palette, which is this shade right here, and this is where this look starts to come together because I'm literally just going to keep this shade on the outer corner. I'm not going to bring this shade in to the inner corner at all. I'm just going to buff this shade in the outer corner, and for this I'm using the NYX B16 brush. This is probably like my favorite brush for this, just keeping it in the outer corner, because as you guys can see, it goes from like bigger at the top to smaller. So it creates a nice tapered effect. So then on the eyelid, I just took the shade Firework, which is this shade right here on the lid. And I did that with this Avon, I think, concealer brush. And I literally picked up the shade from the pan. I took some Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm going to spray my mom's butt. That was not even on the brush. Take it like this and then apply it directly to the eyelid. It just makes it more of a metallic shimmery shade rather than just like, don't get me wrong, these shades are beautiful on their own, but just adding a little bit of like setting spray or really just anything just brings that shimmer, or like, and this works with any shimmer you guys have, it just brings that shimmer shade to life. Alright, so now that I have that shade on, I'm going to go back in with our original blender brush, the Farrah E35, and ever so slightly, because I don't want to lose a lot of, I don't want to lose like the shimmer, I'm just going to go in and blend out the edges. Make sure that everything is seamless and cohesive. I don't think I'm going to apply anything on the lower lash line just because I find when I apply lower lash line, like eyeshadow on my lower lash line, it kind of makes my eyes look smaller than they are. So I am super, super happy with how this look is coming along. There we go. Okay. So now we only have a few things left to do. I was going to apply false lashes, but I don't think I'm in like that state of mind. But any one of these 3 pairs of lashes would look amazing with this lash, with this eye look. These are just the lashes right here. So something more like neutral, but still a little bit more glammed up. So I am going to apply my mascara just because I am done with the eyes, and I've already like put my foundation and concealer and powder on. So I am just going to go in and just apply some mascara. Alright, now we don't have a lot of like mascara on because I don't want the lashes to be like the focus of this, so that is totally okay. But next we're going to move on to like the contour and stuff. Contour and highlight. So I do recommend, if you guys don't like want to like bake your under eyes or anything, do your eyes first, because with that shimmer shade you are going to have a little bit of fallout, but that is okay. So with the loose powder, it honestly just dusts away and then your face is set. Alright, so for bronzer / contour, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia contour kit and use the shade Fawn. I literally use this shade and I'm pretty sure like, so then for highlight, y'all know what highlighter I'm going to use. It's not a surprise. But Becca Champagne Pop has literally been my favorite highlighter, like, for like, well, I'm turning, so for almost 3 years. This has been my favorite highlighter, and I'm still literally working on the same one. I've literally been working on this highlighter for 3 years. Because I got it for my 16th birthday. So, September, it'll be 3 years that I've had this same pan of highlight. And before you get in comments telling me makeup expires, I know. But I'm determined to literally finish this highlighter. And with the amount of times that I use this highlighter, I'm very surprised that I haven't finished it yet. So, for eyebrows, I'm just going to put some Gimme Brow through them. Also, my bottom lip now looks extremely shimmery because I put highlighter. Like, I didn't mean to put highlighter, but some highlighter got onto my bottom lip, and now my bottom lip looks extremely shimmery. Great. Alright, so for this lip today, I wanted to keep it very neutral because there's so much going on with the eyes, I wanted to keep I wanted to keep the focus of this look on the eyes, but for the photo shoot that I did did a darker lip. But for today's video, I'm going to just use the Trace what is this, mini matte lip crayon in the shade Florence Fig. On top of it to kind of like not really mattify it, but to lighten it up, I'm going to take the Hard Candy Velvet Mousse in the shade Spider Orchid. It's just a very nice nude color. And I was going to apply a gloss on top, but I think I'm just going to keep this look very matte. And then going over it with a little bit of Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And set my entire face. Okay, so now that after you set your face, you don't want to open your eyes right away, otherwise you're going to get creasing on your eyelids. But I do just stamp in the setting spray a little bit just to make sure as everything. Zoom you guys back out. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more videos like this. Also, go check out my vlog channel because I've been vlogging a lot recently. And if you guys didn't know I had a vlog channel, well, now you know. So, yeah, I will talk to you all in my next video. Same place, same time. I'll see you all back here next week. Bye, guys.